guys, welcome back to my channel, and YASTERED sent me their black brush set. You guys know I actually use their white one quite often, and they asked if I wanted to try another set. This one is a little bit different of a set. So you have the filbert brush, which is just your normal gel polish brush. And then make sure you are, getting that cornstarch out before use. And then you have a 3D brush. And I think this is more used with acrylic. With acrylic, not acrylic. That was speaking more good on my terms. But this guy is super thin. I might try to do this with gel, my 3D gel that I use. But that might be a little bit too giving, but they are dual-ended brushes, so you can see there. And then we have the flat brush and then the ombre. So the ombre, your typical ombre brush. And then the flat brush, which again, people use for gel as well. So that is that guy. Next up we have the 20 milliliter. I speak more good today. 20 millimeter. And that guy is nice and long. And then we have the 15. I use these ones quite a bit, but I actually modified mine. So I trimmed the sides of the brush. So kind of around here. And actually probably at the end I can show you what I did, because I like mine a little bit thinner, but that's pretty much the default thickness for most of these. And then we have the 5 and 7 millimeter. Oh my goodness, guys. I don't blame you if you just decide to leave right now, because I'm just speaking more good. And then 9 and 11 millimeter. Nice. And I use the 9 a lot. But I use it from this one that I just got off AliExpress. There we go. And I modified it quite a bit and chopped it up. So this is pretty close to what it came with originally, and then I modified it. So let's test some of these. Let's test the filbert brush. I'm gonna take Madam Glam's Sky Blue, and this is a pudding gel, so it is a thicker viscosity, so you use a very thin amount. Now I probably should have run some clear through this, but that's okay. Don't even really need to run clear through this guy. Just pushing back. The brushes are staying together, which is nice to see, because what you don't want is brushes splitting and then creating a gap. And what that will happen with some of the brushes I have used in the past, where it's not quite as soft, or the bristles aren't as the same, it's just most random brushes together. But you definitely want them to be the same, and that is great coverage. And this would be completely opaque on that second coat. So I really like this guy. And for stuff like that, all I do was, I cannot speak. So all I do is just rub it off and then kind of just like pinch it together, and then we're back into a closed brush situation. Again, the 3D brush is primarily for acrylic, but I want to see what it does with the 3D gel that I use all the time. See how well it goes. I always take Young Nails Protein Bond. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm not getting the preciseness that I usually get from the tip. I probably would not use this. Not that it's bad, it's just not necessarily good for gel. I think it would be perfectly fine for acrylic. For example, I use my little silicone tool, get it there, come around. And like I said, I mean, it worked fine, but not sure if you can see that texture in that. Maybe if I turn down the brightness, you can see the texture in that flower. And I really like that for my 3D flowers. But with acrylic, you would absolutely get that, just not with the gel. Let's try with the texture paste, because this is really neat stuff. Yeah, I mean, this works just like any other type of gel product. So they take it and then rotate it. Oh, okay, yeah, so it like scrapes off that piece. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm getting it. Okay. Yeah, let me steal some of this one. Yeah, I would say a normal gel with this, like gel polish. Let's talk about some tips and tricks with the liners. I'm using the 20 millimeter one. And you can see when you dip it in, it's almost always to the side. So what I like to do is put it down, and then I like to rotate my brush. And then that is going to evenly distribute the color through the brush. Again, this is a thicker brush because I have not cut it, but you can still do super thin lines with it. So I think that for me is the best way to load your brush. Otherwise you're gonna run into, you know, it just being on the tip, or you just not being able to get the desired look that you want. I find it significantly easier to do it this way. Like if you want like a little French here, like look at how easy that is. I love using a striping brush to do my French nails because I just find it significantly easier than trying to do a normal brush. It's just, it's like peanut butter and jelly for me. And again, all I'm doing is just kind of rotating that to clean it, because you're gonna have more gel in it, because you can see we worked it through. But if you actually want to clean that out, just take some clear gel, like this is just gelish foundation. A clean wipe, and just pull it through, and you can see how much that just took out. But again, you gotta rotate it in because you're gonna have it in the different areas. And this blue may have actually dyed it, but I mean, that's pretty cleaned out. And I would just go in with my next color. Honestly, I don't even clean my brushes out that much. unless I'm going to like a white or something, then I would clean it out. Thank you, YASTERED, for sending this set over to me. I definitely will still get a ton of use out of this one along with the white one. So I will make sure to link this below if you are interested in it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.